All right. Hello, everyone. First of all, sorry I'm a little late today. As you can see, I'm in a new environment. I just finished teaching a live class at the studio this morning, and so now I'm like an in-person class, and now I'm doing my YouTube live class. And so I had a little bit interesting situation trying to get things set up and tech issues, but I'm here, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, we're about to start some yoga flow. I'm very excited, as always, to be here with you on a Saturday. First off, always safety first. Watch out, make sure you have a good grip on your yoga mat. Make sure that if you don't have a yoga mat, you have a good grip on the floor. Don't wear any socks. If this is your first time doing yoga or you're still trying to figure out your practice, figure out your body, please be gentle. I try to teach to all levels, but you need to listen to your own body. Even if you are more advanced, one day may be great. The other day, you might need to be a bit more gentle on the body. So please pay attention to your own yoga as we go along, since I can't watch you and help make adjustments. I have to keep looking over there because that's where my computer is. So I'm trying to make sure that you can see me. So I think we're good. All right, we're about to get started. If you aren't already, go ahead and find your way to your yoga mat. I also want to apologize. There is a martial arts studio right next to me. So if there's some punching and yelling, just try to practice your sit. All right, we're going to shut down the eyes and start with a few deep breaths. So go ahead and shut down everything, close down the eyes. Try to ease the mind as you bring the air into your brain and down into the body. And then exhale it out, push the air out. Do that again, deep inhale breath. Exhale, let it go. Do that again, another deep inhale. Take your time with it, be patient. And then push the air out, maybe push out more air than you thought you took in. And then the next inhale, bring the arms up. Reach up tall, stretch. And then you're gonna lean over to one side, getting a side body stretch. Then inhale it back up, push the palms together. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale it back up to center, big stretch, and then exhale, fold over the crossed legs. Take a breath. And inhale it up. Exhale, let it go. If it feels okay, you can switch the cross of the legs. And then shut down the eyes again, big inhale in through the nose. This time when you exhale, ha breath. Another inhale, exhale with that ha breath. Next inhale, you're gonna also exhale with the ha breath and try to keep the mouth closed as you do, warming up the body with your ujjayi breath. Do that again, another deep inhale, exhale, close the mouth, ha. One more time, big inhale, exhale. Next inhale, bring the arms up. Touch the palms together. This time we're getting a twist to take one arm down to the opposite knee and look over the shoulder. Inhale it back to center. Touch the palms together briefly. Exhale, go the other direction. Inhale it back up to center. Big stretch. Exhale, fold. Take a breath. Now inhale it up. Coming up slowly. And moving into your cat and cow pose. So starting off in table, we'll flow through some cat and cows. Inhaling, drop the stomach, lift the chest, look up. Exhaling to arch the back the other way, pulling the pelvis in, looking back towards your thighs. Do that again. Inhale, drop the stomach, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, arch the back, pull the pelvis in, look back. And then keep going and go at your own pace. Remember to inhale when you drop the stomach and exhale when you arch the back. Trying to match the breath and the movement as you warm up your spine. Keep going, a few more. And slowly start to find your way into a neutral spine and tabletop. And when you're ready, take the right arm out, pinky side down, left leg out and back. You can keep it on the floor, lift the toes up off the ground. Pause. And then when you're ready, exhale, elbow and knee to center. Inhale, extend, stretch it out. Exhale, elbow and knee to center. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale, elbow, knee to center. Inhale, extend, pause in the extension. And go ahead and bend that back knee, reach back with your hand, try to grab your foot. And if you did that, release. And drop the hand down, drop the knee down. Find your way back into your neutral spine. Maybe roll through a cat and cow real quick, just to relax it out. And then back at neutral spine, we're going to do the other side. So take the left arm out, pinky side down, right leg out and back, up off the ground if you can. And pausing. The next exhale, bring elbow, knee to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Pause in your extension. And then if you want to reach back, bend that back knee, reach back with your hand, grab the foot. If you fall out, that's fine. And stretch it back out. Bring the hand down, bring the foot down. This time we're going to walk the hands out in front of us. Staying up high on the knees as we drop the chest down for puppy pose, heart melting towards the mat. Let's take a few breaths, stretching out the shoulders and elongating the spine. Big inhale breaths. Take it deep into the body and exhale it out. Few more breaths. And start to bring your big toes together. Keep the knees wide as you sink the hips back towards your heels, coming into child's pose. Body sinks between the knees. And you can leave your hands out or wrap them around the body, whatever feels better. And continue to take the deep breaths. Try to envision the air going all the way down the spine. Big inhale breaths. Exhale, release. Keep going just like that at your own pace. And with the next inhale, start to press the palms down into the mat, fingers going wide. Exhale it out. Next inhale, hinge forward into plank. We'll pause for a few moments in plank. You can always come down to your knees if you need to. But if you can, try to hold it. Keep breathing. And when you're in plank, you want to make sure the middle fingers are pointed to the front of the mat. When you bend the elbows, they stay close to the shoulders. If not, you need to rotate the elbows just a little bit. Then go ahead and push the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Hips pushing up and back. Chest is reaching back for the thighs. Neck is loose, looking back toward the knees or the thighs. You don't want to try to keep it up here. You want your head looking back. And then if you want to gently warm up the hamstrings, you can start to bend one knee and then the other, walking the dog. Be gentle on this. My hamstrings, for example, are super tight, so I want to just barely feel a stretch. That's how you want to stretch your muscles. You never want to overdo it. And keep breathing. A few more breaths in your down dog. Feel the lift up through your core, through the hips, pushing up and back. And take one more big inhale. As you exhale, start to bend the knees, look forward, and then hop or step in front of your mat and forward fold. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, take it down. Inhale all the way up. Get a big stretch. And bring the palms together down to heart center. Big inhale as you feel the body lift all the way up to the floor. Exhale, press down. Find your mountains. You're pressing down firmly with all four corners of the feet. You feel the thighs, the stomach, the rib cage all lifting up. You're breathing into heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time like that. Big inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, fold, pause in your forward fold. This time, make sure the knees are bent, stomach connected to the thighs, head loose, looking back toward the knees. And then if you want to, you can walk the hands over to one side, getting a little bit of a twist. Then start to bring it back to center, pause. Go the other way. And bring it back to center. Inhale it halfway up. Exhale it back down. Inhale, reach it up, big stretch. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, hop or step it back to the plank. And then lower all the way down to the mat. You're going to warm up the back a little bit more. Keep the hands near the rib cage as you inhale to just lift the chest. Your hands come up off the ground and lower back down. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, lower. So if you want, you can point the hands using a little bit of leverage. Be gentle. As you inhale, push it up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, push up. Maybe a little bit hard. It feels good. Not into it. Exhale, back down. This time when you inhale, push up, you're going to go all the way back to child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Hips sinking back down towards your heels. Knees are wide. Lower it down. Take a deep inhale down the spine. Feel the air coming low into the body. And let it go. Take a few more breaths just like that on your own. Big inhale, exhale breaths. Keep bringing that air in. And letting the day go with the exhale. And start to press into the mat again. Fingers spreading wide. Next, inhale, hinge forward into your plank pose. Pausing in plank. And lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. You can walk the dog again if you want to, or just remain still, focusing on the posture, pulling the chest toward the thighs, making sure the neck is loose, looking back toward the knees or the thighs. Breath continues. You can slowly start to bend the knees. Look forward, hop or step to the front to the mat. Knees bent for forward fold. Then inhale it halfway up. Exhale it back down. Inhale all the way up. Get a big stretch. Palms together down to heart center. Find your mountain once again. Pressing firmly down to the earth and lifting up through the core with your inhale breath. Do that again a couple more times on your own. And then next inhale, take the arms up. Take the feet out about hips width distance. You're going to drop one arm down and pop the hips out to the side, coming into a crescent shape with the body. Hand is reaching out for the corner of the room. Keep stretching, keep breathing. And next inhale, bring it up to center. Exhale, go the other direction. Popping the hips out, reaching for the corner. Breath continues. And go ahead and inhale it back up to center, getting a big stretch, and exhale, fold. Legs are still about hips width distance. You can maybe still bend the knees, protecting the lower back, giving it the support it needs. Keep breathing. And next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, bring it all the way up, big stretch. Palms together, feet together, down into your heart. Big inhale. And exhale. And inhale, hands back up. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, hopper, step it back, change your plank. Lower down halfway for chaturanga. And then inhale up to facing dog. Exhale it back, downward facing. And breathe. You can always take a cleansing breath. Deep inhale in through the nose, open mouth, exhale. Keep breathing. Then the next inhale, take the right leg up and back for three-legged. If you want to bend the knee to open up the hip, you can. And then exhale, try to bring that knee in towards the right elbow. Then inhale it back up. Exhale, cross it under the body, coming to the opposite elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. And then optional to do it again. Exhale, bring that knee in. You can always return to down dog if this is too much. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, cross it under the body. Inhale it back up. Exhale, put it down. Take a big inhale, exhale, breath. And the next inhale hinges forward. And you lower all the way down to the mat. Relieving the arms for a second. Stretch the arms back behind you and lift the chest up. And lift the glutes, lifting the legs off the ground. Fly. Then you can lower it back down. Do that one more time. Inhale the chest up. Bring the legs up with it. Working on that back. Exhale it down. Next inhale, you push back into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Body sinking down. Take a few breaths down the spine. We'll take about 3. Big, deep, slow breaths. And next inhale, you start to press into the palms and then shift forward into your plank pose. And then push hips up and back for downward facing dog. You're going to do the left side now. Take a big breath. And then once you're set, take the left leg up and back for three-legged. And then you'll bend the knee to open up the hip, pointing the knee toward the ceiling. With your exhale, try to bring the knee in toward the left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, cross it under the body, trying to bring it in to the right elbow. Inhale it back up. And then option to put it down or do it again. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, cross under left knee, right elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, put it down. Take a big inhale, exhale, breath. And the next inhale hinges forward into plank. Then lower it all the way down to the mat. And this time, take the arms out in front of you. You're going to lift them up, lift the back legs. Maybe like a Superman flying pose. Keep it lifted. And then lower. We'll do that one more time. Lift the chest, lift the glutes. Keep breathing. And then lower down. This time when you inhale to push up, take it to your child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. You can always bring the knees together too if that feels better. It just depends on your body. And breathe big, deep breaths down the spine. We'll take about 3 more. So make them deep, intentional breaths. The next inhale, start to press into the mat. Then hinge forward into your plank pose. Push the hips up and back for your downward facing dog. And pause here, take a couple breaths. You're going to take the right leg up and back for 3-legged dog and bend that knee in towards your nose. Try to step it through for a low lunge. If it doesn't quite make it, you can use your hand to help walk it up there. And once you've got your foot up, you can point the left arm down, take the right arm up for a twist. And bring it down. Check on your stance, make sure it's nice and wide before you inhale to come up for a full crescent lunge. Arms coming up high. Hips are squared to the front. Back knee may have a little bend to it, that's okay. Front knee definitely bent, but not tracking too far at all if possible over your ankle. Try to watch out for that. Big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, grounding down. Then you're going to open up warrior 2. Just pivot the back heel down, opening up the body to the sides. And front knee still bent, back leg is straight. Arms reaching out. You can flip that front palm, reverse your warrior, coming into reverse warrior, big side stretch. And then hinge forward, back into your warrior 2. Drop the front arm down. Back arm comes around and up, finding side angle. Then you can stay right here, or if you want to come into the bind, or at least try to practice for the bind, you just drop the back arm, or the top arm back behind your back. Bottom arm comes up underneath the leg, and you try to grab your hand. If you don't quite reach, it's okay, you can just practice. And if you came in the bind, go ahead and release. Come back up to warrior 2. Flip your palm again, reverse your warrior, straighten front knee, go back a little deeper. And then hinge forward into triangle, popping the hips out back behind you as the body hinges forward. Stay active in your core so you're not dumping too much in the front. You should feel a stretch on the inner thigh as the hips really try to pop out toward the back and get that stretch. Then come up using your core back up to center. Parallel the feet, reach the arms up. And with an exhale breath, come forward into a forward fold. Crown of the head reaching for the floor. We'll take several breaths here. If ever this gets to be too much, you can always come up for a halfway lift to equalize the blood pressure. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, stay here. Maybe walk the hands back behind you if you want to. Optional. And then if you walk the hands back behind you, bring them back under the shoulders. Come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring it up. All maybe bring the feet in just a smidgen. And bend the knees coming in to guys. The toes are now point out more to the corners of the room rather than parallel. Goal post the arms. Pull the shoulder blades together to open up the heart. Sinking the body down. Try to keep the tailbone tucked a little bit. And then if this is real easy for you and you want a little extra challenge, you can come up onto one set of toes and then the other. Or you can do both. Options for you. Keep breathing. And if you came up on your toes, release and start to unbend the knees. Straighten the knees and reach up. Push the hips forward, lift the chest, and then exhale, forward fold. You can walk the hands back to the front of the mat, coming back into your low lunge. And then step the back foot up to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale it up halfway. Exhale, take it down. Inhale all the way up. Big stretch. Palms together and down to heart center. Just breathe. Big inhales into the heart. Exhale to release. Take 2 more on your own. Good. Next inhale, take the arms back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step it back to your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale it back, downward facing. And breathe. Remember, chest pulls towards thighs, neck is released, looking back towards the thighs. Hamstrings retreating gently, not overstretching. We're going to do the left side. So inhale, left leg up and back for three-legged. And then bend that knee in towards your nose, trying to step it through for that low lunge. Again, if it doesn't quite make it, just use your hand to help bring the foot up between the hands. And then once you've got it, plant the right arm down, take the left arm up, get that twist. Then go ahead and bring it back down. Check on your stance, make sure it's nice and wide. And then inhale yourself up for a full crescent lunge. Inhaling to stretch the body up. Exhaling to stay grounded. Make sure your hips are squared to the front of your mat. Keep breathing. And then we're going to open up warrior two. So pivot the back down, front knee bends, back leg straight, body opened up to the side. Breathe. It's nice having a mirror. I can actually check my posture. And flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. And a big side stretch. Then bring it back, warrior two. Drop the front arm down, back arm comes around and up for your side angle pose. And you can stay right here. If you want to come into that bind, drop the top arm down, reach underneath the body, try to grab your hands. Keep breathing. And if you got that bind, release, bring yourself back up to warrior two. Flip that palm, reverse the warrior, straighten the front knee, go back a little deeper. And then hinge forward, finding triangle on this side, hips popping back out behind you as your core keeps you lifted. Keep breathing. And bring the body up, parallel the feet, stretch, and exhale it, forward fold. Crown of the head reaching for the ground. Remember, you have the halfway lift if you ever need it. Keep breathing. If you want to bend one knee and walk the hands over to one side, you can, getting a stretch that way. Then if you did that, come back through center, go the other way. And come back through center. Inhale it halfway up. Exhale it down. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Goddess on this side. Again, if you need to bring the feet in a little, you can. Bending the knees, feet going to the corners of the room. Goal post the arms, open up that chest. Try to tuck the pelvis in a little bit. And then same options here. If you want to come up onto your toes, you can. Optional. Keep breathing wherever you're at. If you came up on your toes, go ahead and release, straighten the front, or straighten the knees, push the hips forward, lift the chest, exhale, forward fold. Now walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Back foot steps up to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, takes it back down. Inhale, bring it up all the way, big stretch. Palms together, down to heart center. And ground yourself. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to ground. A couple more breaths. And next inhale, take the arms up. Bend the knees, keep the hands lifted, keep the chest lifted as you squat into a chair. Try to tuck the tailbone in a little bit so you're not pushing the booty out too far. Try to tuck it in. And breathe. Then you can stay right here in chair if you want a little extra challenge. You can come up onto the tips of your toes. Maybe take the knees out wide, try to sink down lower. Maybe bounce it. Give a little extra work. If you did that, go ahead and come back into a normal chair. And then everybody reach up, push ups forward, lift the chest back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, lower. Pause, breathe. Make sure the knees are bent. You have the stomach to thigh connection protecting your lower back so you're not getting any strain there. And inhale it up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring it up for a big full body stretch. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to your plank. And then lower all the way down to your mat. And take your arms out to a T. We'll start right ear to the mat. We're going to roll over the right shoulder, so use your left arm to push you up onto your side, rolling up over your shoulder. Keep breathing. So if this is your first time doing it, my right arm is straight back behind me, and I'm just up and rolling onto my side, getting a shoulder stretch. Keep breathing. We're going to slowly come back to the center. This time take the left ear to the mat and use your right arm to push you up onto the left shoulder. And only go as far as it feels good. If you need more of a stretch, you can use your top arm to go back behind your back, trying to find that stretch. And breathe. And slowly find your way back to the center. And push yourself into the child's pose, big toes together, knees going apart, body sinking down. And take a few breaths deep down the spine. Couple more. Take them deep. The next inhale, slowly start to find your way to the tops of your knees. And we're going to set up for camel. So start with modify by bracing the lower back with your hands and stay active in the front of the body so you're not hurting the back. Push those hips forward, lift the chest, look back behind you, get your back bend. And then if this feels okay and you want to go a little further, you can start to reach back for your heels. Remembering to keep the lift in the front of the body. And if you did that, slowly start to come back up. And then everybody hinge forward into either child or rabbit. For rabbit, the crown of the head comes to the ground. And then you reach back for your heels or ankles and lift the hips. And breathe. And slowly, if you're in rabbit, lower the hips down for child. Take a few more breaths. Make sure the breaths are going deep down into the spine where you just did a lot of work, that lower back. And start to press into the palms, pressing firmly into the mat. Next inhale brings you into your plank pose. Take a breath. Then push the hips up and back for downward facing. Pause here, hips really pushing up and back. Keep trying to reach that chest for your thighs.
Make sure the neck is loose. Keep breathing. All right. We have some options coming up. So this is going to be a little bit hard if you haven't been practicing, but if you're willing to try, give it a try. We're going to do some flips here. Not really, but kind of. Inhale, take your right leg up and back. Bend the knee to open up the hip, keeping the knee pointed toward the ceiling. And we're going to flip the dog. So you're going to bring this foot down next, or right behind you, next to your left foot, and then flip the body over. Coming into a flip dog. Stay active in the front, pulling upwards. And then we're going to flip all the way around. So you're going to take your right arm back towards the mat. Right leg comes up into your three-legged dog. And then you're going to kick it underneath the body. So you're twisting it underneath and kicking it out for fallen triangle. The left arm comes up this time. And you're on your side. If this is too hard, that's okay. You can always come into child or stay in down dog. And then if you did that, bring your arm down. Take your right leg up and back. And then set it down. Bend the knees. Look forward, hop or step to the front of the mat for forward fold. Inhale it halfway up. Exhale it back down. Inhale, reach up, stretch it up. Palms together and down to heart center. Take a couple breaths. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. The next inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step it into your plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale it back. Downward facing, take a few breaths. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So again, it's all optional. You can make attempts, those count, so you can still do that. But if you don't really want to, just stay in down dog or come into child's. So next inhale, take the left leg up and back for three-legged. You'll bend that knee to open up the hip, pointing it toward the ceiling. And then drop the foot back behind you, close to the right foot. Left arm comes up and around for your flipped dog. Keep breathing. And we're gonna flip it back around. So drop the left arm back down. Take the left leg up and back for three-legged. And this time cross it under the body, coming into fallen triangle on this side. So the left leg just extends out underneath, and the right arm comes up this time for fallen triangle. Again, keep breathing. Couple more breaths on this side. And then go ahead and drop that top arm back down. The left leg comes back up into three-legged. Then you put it down. Take a breath. Then everybody bend your knees, look forward, hop or step to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale it halfway up. Exhale, takes it down. Inhale, reach it up. Big stretch, palms together and down to heart center. Take a couple breaths on your own, big and deep. Any more mountain pose. Next inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back to your plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward face. And exhale, back, downward facing. And breathe. Take a big breath. We're going to set up for pigeon right side. So inhale, right leg up and back. And then bend that knee in towards the right wrist. Set it down close to the wrist, leg falling at a slight angle, hips staying square to the front as the back leg slides behind you. You can stay set up high, or if it feels good to lower the body, you can do that. It'll be here for about a minute. We set our timer. And just keep breathing. Breathing into the tension you're feeling, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional. Deep breaths. Just letting yourself be for a moment. All right, start to bring it up slowly. Taking the right leg back behind you and finding your way into downward facing dog. If you may need to move the leg around a little bit, you can. Just getting the blood flow back. Then you're going to take the left leg up and back for three-legged. As we set up for pigeon on this side, bend the knee in toward the left wrist. Leg falling at a slight angle, hips staying square, back leg relaxing down. And same options, if you want to stay up, you can. We'll bring the body down for our minute on this side. Just try to relax, enjoying the stretch. All right, slowly start to come up. And take your leg back behind you, coming into downward facing dog. Again, you can move the leg around as much as you need to. Take a couple more big breaths. One more time, big inhale, exhale breath. Then start to bend the knees, look forward, hopper step to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, take it back down. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Big stretch, palms together and down to heart center. So we set up for our balancing poses. Start to ground down into the left leg, and that right knee pops up. And then when you're ready with an inhale breath, take the right knee up as the arms go up as well. You can pause here. And then if you want to, open up the knee to the side. You can use your left arm as a counterbalance. And then come into tree, planting the foot on yourself. And you can take the arms up high or have them down at heart center. It's optional. Wherever you're at, just keep breathing. Finding your focus. And start to bring the knee forward. You can kick it out in front of you, take the arms up, and then swing the leg back behind you, coming into warrior three, body's coming into a T. And then drop the hands down, drop the foot down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Big stretch. Palms together and down to heart center. As we set up for the opposite side, start to ground down into your left leg. Pop the right knee up. And when you're ready, inhale that knee up. Arms going up with it. Pause here and knee raise.
And then open it up to the side. Right arm going out for a counterbalance. And go ahead and plant it on yourself, coming into tree. Arms coming up high or coming down to heart center, wherever you want. And breathe. Trying to find your focus, your balance. And understand if you're falling out of the pose, that just means you found your challenge for the day. It's a good thing. And start to bring that knee to center, kick it out, take the arms up, and then swing it back behind you, coming into your warrior three on this side. And drop the hands down, drop the foot down, forward fold. Inhale it halfway up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Palms together, down to heart center, take a big breath. And then take another inhale, this time as you exhale, sink all the way down to your heels for toe stand, or at least close to your heels. Try to keep the hips stacked over heels, shoulders over hips. Pause, breathe. And then have a seat. Bring the feet together. And in butterfly, inhale, straightening the back, exhale, fold. Just where you feel the stretch. And take a few breaths. And inhale yourself back up. Bring the knees together, push them out in front of you. And come up high into the sits bones. Keep the feet flexed as you inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. And you can bend the knees in this forward fold too. It's the same as when you're standing. You want to be gentle on the stretch here. And when you bend your knees, you might find you actually have a little bit more stretch on the lower back. And breathe. Couple more big breaths. And slowly inhale it up. We're going to set up for our boat. And boat, we have options because we want to be conscientious of our back so we don't hurt the back, as well as still getting good activation on the core. So you can start from here. If you're not sure how you want to do your boat, you can start by just lifting the legs if that feels okay. If not so much, keep them planted and just lean back with the arms. But if you can, try to have both feet and arms up. Again, this might be more of a back dictation than a core, so find where it feels all right for you. And then if you have your arms up, take them up high, bring them down low, take them out wide, bring them back to center, then take them up again. This time we're going to twist to one side, pretending you like you have a ball in your hand. Bring it back up overhead, take it over to the other side, back up overhead, bring it down, then everybody hover in low boat, and then stretch it out. Lower it all the way down to the mat. Get a big full body stretch before relaxing into the mat. Scooch down. There we go. Start to bend the knees in towards the chest. You can hug them in, drawing them close into the chest. Maybe rock side to side, massaging the back. Breathing. Then go ahead and relax. Kick the feet up into the air for waterfall. Energy's flowing out through the legs, through the soles of the feet. Staying active. Hold for a few moments. And start to bend the knees into the chest. You're going to grab the outside edges of the feet. And just rock side to side if it feels okay. If not, you can stay still. And happy baby. Just finding where the stretch feels good and where it feels good on the spine.
Few more breaths. And release, taking it back up into the air. Take the arms out to a T as you draw the knees back in and pivot them over to one side, coming into our spinal twist. So if our knees are going one way, head needs to look the other way, fully twisting the spine. And take a few breaths. Go ahead and draw the knees back towards center. Relax the spine into the mat. And then once the spine is settled, take the knees the other way. Look over the other shoulder. Being here for a few breaths. And slowly start to bring the knees back to center. Let the spine settle in the mat. You can maybe rock the knees around a little bit. Feeling the massage on the lower spine, the hips. And go ahead and kick the feet straight up into the air. Flex those feet, pause and waterfall. Feel that energy flowing out through your feet. We're going to slowly start to lower them all the way to the mat. Keep the activity flowing through the legs, keeping the feet flexed, going as slow as you can. If this doesn't feel good on your lower back, though, you can find another way down as we come into Shavasana. Take your time, going down slow. And once you're there, relax everything. Maybe take another deep inhale, exhale breath. And shut down the eyes. Start to check in on the various parts of the body, making sure they're relaxed. The forehead, there's no creases, jaw is unclenched. The shoulders are getting heavy, legs are heavy. Feel the length of the spine against your mat. You can just start to let your mind go as you relax down. We'll be here for about 4 more minutes. So just try to relax and I'll call you back when it's time.
Start to deepen your inhale breaths. Bringing awareness back into your body. You might start to move fingers and toes, gently waking them up, maybe circling wrists and ankles until you find your way into a full body stretch. And as you relax back down into the mat, start to pull the knees in towards your chest. And then when you're ready, go over to one side in the fetal position and pause there for a moment. And slowly start to come up into a seated position, shutting down your eyes once you arrive. And once you get there, we'll do a few breaths together. Take a deep, long inhale breath, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out, holding at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. We'll do that again. Deep inhale, take your time, big breath, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push all that air out, holding at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, bring the arms up, palms together and down to heart center. Thank you so much for showing up today. Hope you've had a good practice and hope you have a wonderful day today. Namaste. Thank you again to everyone that showed up. Just a quick reminder, if you could subscribe to the channel, that helps me out. You can hit that notification bell to help yourself out so you know whenever I go live next. I do try to do 10:30 every weekend live, so at Central Standard Time, so hopefully y'all can show up. If not on time, just whatever. These videos, I don't take them down, so you can always find them later if you need to. So whenever you want to watch them, they're here. But anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.